So here we are back again at SpecFriendly doing another community match. This is just us really trying to get our chemistry going.
This is going to be Reddit and MLG again. Combining the communities.
Yeah, we don't like 4chan. No, just joking. We love 4chan, maybe. But this is just Reddit and MLG. And for all you guys thinking MLG is try hard, sniper elite 360 people, no, we're actually really nice. And if you ever want to join the MLG community, for League of Legends, just join the chat, MLG. And there's a lot of people who like to play. We have fun discussions, and it's a lot of fun. But we do see the Udyr and Shen bans, and I really do like when people ban Udyr because
it's actually a legitimate ban.
Yeah, he's just he's so strong. He's so tanky.
He's so ridiculous. He's so hard to move out of lane because like early depending on the matchup you can handle him, but like once he gets his wriggles, he's so impossible to move out of lane.
And his jungle, in my opinion, is way better than Shyvana because he does everything Shyvana does, and he has a stun. Like,
well, Shyvana's a lot faster. But
that's true, but Phoenix Udyr is really strong. And we do see the Lee Sin ban and Victor ban, so someone doesn't like Victor. I don't really know about the Victor ban, but Lee Sin standard ban. As we said before in our last video, this is kind of the same day, so this is kind of like, a pub. So you're going to see solo queue bans, not derived towards any type of team comp because, there's not really any form of communication between these two teams.
Yeah, so later on we'll probably hopefully get scrims with better people and stuff, people in the 2K elo range with actual like fives teams. That's like hopefully a goal. We should do Dr. Mundo ban. Dr. Mundo was definitely one of those very quick, annoying junglers.
Yeah, he can just get in your face. He seems to never die. And there's the Warwick ban, so Warwick, also another annoying champion, can just sustain with his passive, and very hard to move out of lane, and also a very strong laner.
He can go like 0-7 up top lane, and then just come back and just win the game for his team.
He's just so dominant.
Seen that so many times.
So we'll see the first pick going to Matza right now, and I wonder who he's gonna actually pick.
Probably gonna see the Pantheon.
Oh, so you're gonna do another kill lane bottom.
I haven't seen Matza play Pantheon in forever.
Matza was Spartan X9, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to see this kill lane bottom again. I wonder what they're thinking right now. I'd be pretty confused, like, thinking that's a top lane pick. So you might actually see the purple team pick a counter for Matza, not realizing that it's probably going to be a kill lane bottom.
Yeah, you probably will see that. Probably going to. I think this might be a little more even. I mean, it is Welding, Frodon, and Matza. They usually, they're pretty good players. So
Welding is also known to giving up first blood, so you might. And there you go. You do see a Morgana pick, so that Morgana is definitely going to be mid. And even Oddone was talking about the other day on a Dignitas interview on their site, was that he was saying how annoying it is to play against a Morgana because she is just so ungankable.
It's very true. She's just so hard to deal with. She can just push lane, then go gank other lanes, and then late game she's just so useful for like protecting the AD carry, like in team fights.
Exactly. And I don't know if you remember, but was it Dignitas that ran the Morgana? Oh no, it was Curse that ran the Morgana comp, or the Kog'Maw comp.
It was Dignitas. Was it Dignitas? I thought it was Dignitas.
No, it was Curse. It was Curse. So they ran the comp protect the Kog'Maw, and he had like Janna shield and Morgana shield. I mean, that's how scary Morgana can be. Is like you cannot hurt that champion because he has a shield that shields him from AP and it makes him immune to CC. So we also do see that purple team did pick up Singe, and I think that was kind of like to counter Pantheon in a way. And you do see Welding right now. He's kind of thinking about who he wants to pick, and we actually might see that. Oh my God! It's going to be Pantheon Alistar.
It could be Alistar jungle though. I mean, they could still pick an AD. I mean, an AD works very well. No, it's Garen. So yeah, it's going to be a Garen Pantheon.
That is going to be a very scary bot lane. And you do see Great Snyder picking up the Vladimir. So I wonder if that's a top lane Vlad or a mid lane Vlad.
What's the great thing about Vlad? He can go anywhere he wants.
That is
top
true.
Top lane, mid lane, and he's such a good champion. He just is a good farming champion.
That is not a jungle Soraka. That's a support Soraka. I was kind of cringing. I wanted to see the jungle Soraka, but no. So we do get a Fiora, and that Fiora might go. Actually, I want Fiora bottom with Soraka. Do you think that's?
No, I do believe it'll be Fiora top up against whoever they decide to send top. They don't know who's going top. They don't know what blue team is doing yet. I mean, they just see like 3 solo champs. They're probably not thinking kill lane.
Maybe that's a jungle Fiora. Well, she does have Ghost Ignite. I don't know. This is going to be pretty funny. I mean, Fiora, though, I've played against Fiora mid before, and that is really scary because she can just... She has a lot of bursts for an AD, you know, because she's technically like an AD caster.
And yeah, it looks like it is Jungle Fiora. She does
Yeah.
pick Smite and Exhaust. That's gonna be her ganks. Her ganks are actually pretty scary because she
When
comes
she
out of
has
the
red
because she
buff.
comes out like so fast.
Yeah, that is true. She does have a speed buff, so... And there you go, we got the Eve again, even though it's probably not going to be Eve. They're just trolling us. But what's left, I think, is mid lane and jungle. So I wonder what the last two are going to be. And there you go. So you do have a Talon mid against Morgana. That is going to be very scary.
Talon mid is
does...
always I like Talon up against Morgana mid because like it does mainly like he's got his physical attacks which will just go through the shield. It's not like the black shield's gonna stop the blink over her and it's just gonna be really nice for some 80 damage up against her.
Yeah, and you do have, might be an Evelynn maybe? I mean, they don't have a jungler. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, nope, there's the Alistar. It's going to be an Alistar jungle maybe.
Definitely. Which could also be pretty good up against Morgana if they could pop that black shield early, even catch her off guard if they flash over the Wraith Wall and knock her towards Talon. They do have that damage.
I love Alistar jungle. I'm a big fan. I'm hoping it's Alistar jungle. I'm a huge fan of it.
But I mean, you don't see them logging in Smite. Maybe they're not even going to run a jungler at all.
That'd be very funny. His top has a support. I mean, change the metas. I mean, they have 50 seconds. They're probably talking about this right now. But we do also see the Corki pick bot lane. So again, they are making sure that they have a Soraka against this kill lane, like the last video we just did, or the last game we just did. Soraka's armor buff is just so strong.
But I mean, with that, Garen is not going to allow, like, if he can land that silence on Corki, that's really going to lock down Corki. I mean, you're probably going to see, like, Pantheon, like, jump on him and stun him, while Garen comes out and then silences him, and then, like, that's just going to be such a bad time for Corki.
Yeah, and I think Pantheon stun is 1.5 seconds.
From level 1?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
I think the
scary.
damage just scales and the CC is straight up.
We'll have to check it out.
No, sorry, that's my phone. I apologize. Salesman.
No problem.
Okay, so let's check out the runes of masteries.
Alright, let's go Pantheon. Pantheon looks like he is just running 80 flat armor runes. He does have attack speed though, so that's kind of meh. And looks like his 21-9, they're going to pick up that health and reduce damage in tough skin. He's got the armor and hardiness, so he's definitely, he's definitely going bot lane with that armor pick.
And Garen also has the standard bruiser runes, which are 15 AD, 24 MR at 18, and 13 armor, so they're planning to do a lot of damage right now.
And he is in 21-9, again taking the armor, but he does, Garen does pick up one magic at this point. But yeah, they both, it looks like they will both be going bot. They both did pick up armor in the defense tree. And it looks like Vladimir, his page says Vlad solo top, so I'm guessing he's going top. Definitely going top.
I would like to guess that too with the rune page called that. So.
And who was he up against in his lane? Because he did pick up the magic resist.
He's going to play against Singe, so that MR is going to help him out a lot.
Alistar, he's got the, he does have the movement speed quint, so that's going to be very helpful in the jungle and with the ganks. And he does have attack speed, so I mean, yeah, this is his jungle alley page that he will be using.
Look at Fiora's too. Fiora's runes, rocking 25 armor pen, so she is really going to look to do the damage really early.
Definitely. She does run 24-6. She did pick up some points in Havoc and Butcher.
Yeah, I think she's planning on an early level 2 gank. I wouldn't be surprised actually if she starts... Can Fiora start red?
I'm sure she can.
Maybe you see a red start or a gank at level 4, but when she does gank, it's going to be very scary.
Talon, yeah, he does have his... Looks like it says anti-mage top. Which, yeah, Talon is pretty much anti-mage, but...
He is going to be going mid, I can guarantee you that, against that Morgana.
He did take flat, he's got flat damage, reds and quints, so yeah, he's going to be going for that early damage as much as he can.
You see how much MR he has, too. He has 13 MR and then 11 at 18, and his masteries also has MR spec'd into it. So he is going to go mid, and I think he's planning on just destroying this Morgana. It's going to be very tough for Morgana. She's going to just have to play really passive until level 5, and then just use her pool and then run away because she's just not going to be able to do anything.
Now, I always love looking at support runes because I always like to see what
He's
they
not
do.
using regular support runes, so
No,
did you
he's
see
not.
that?
Yeah, he's using a magic pen. He's got magic pen reds and lots of health. He's got health quints. So I mean, they are.
That's going to help him out a lot, especially because he has the armor against his kill.
And then some cooldown reduction, trying to help maybe get that heal up quickly. As quick as he can. Singe actually not running a movement speed. I usually see movement speed on a Singe, but this Singe actually not running the movement speed. Looks like he is going magic pen. He's going like a standard kind of AP page. He's got magic regen yellows though. And
yeah, it's going to hurt him though because Vlad is just going to be able to poke him all day. It's going to be very tough for that Singe. I think he did get countered because Vlad pushes the wave and Vlad can also freeze the wave really well, so. If this Vlad plays right, he can stop that Singe from farming pretty much all early game. But there always comes a point when you can't stop Singe from farming, and that's pretty much when he gets his catalysts. So we'll see though. This bot lane though, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a really early gank from Alistar on bot lane.
I wouldn't be surprised either. They definitely have that killing power early, especially with that Alistar gank. Like he can hit level 2 before like everyone's ready, and then Pantheon can take his stun level 1.
They're going to invade. Blue team's going to invade.
Oh, no doubt about it. They got so much
that.
CC.
You have Alistar Q, or Alistar stun. You have Pantheon stun, Garen silence, Talon slow. It's going to be really scary. I'm kind of scared for this team, especially because their level 1 isn't very strong. So Purple team level 1 is very weak. But Soraka does have exhaust.
They do have the dark binding, and Fiora does do some decent amount of damage, depending on what she takes. I actually never played a Fiora, so.
Fioras usually like to max your Q and then your E next, your speed buff, because the steroid is just so strong. It gives you so much. Her parry is really like a 1-point wonder.
And then Corki's Q actually does some decent amount of damage too. So I mean, yes, they have like the CC is definitely in the favor of blue team, but I mean. Purple team does have some damage.
Their level 1 burst is really good, blue teams.
Garen. Well, yeah, Garen, Alistar. Yeah, that's true.
Pantheon.
The rake does some amount of damage. If you can get a good if Talon can get a good rake, then yeah, it's pretty much like over. But looks like we have some mixed starts from the other team.
Soraka going the standard support start with 2 mana pots. You do have a Cloth 5 from Fiora, a Doran's Blade from Corki. Look at the blue team, almost everyone has boots.
Everyone has boots.
The Talon has to go boots 3 now.
Talon,
if he doesn't,
you have to do it, man. Come on, Frodon.
Yeah,
yes, he does get boots.
There's the boots 3. And for those of you who don't know, we are playing our Frodon Saga. He is a caster for, I think it's NASL?
NASL.
StarCraft. Yeah, for StarCraft 2. So.
Does he cast for StarCraft 2?
Yeah, he casts for StarCraft 2.
That's right, okay. But it looks like Purple team's going to set up around the red. No, it looks like we won't see any invasions. Both teams are just going to try and protect their blue.
I'm kind of sad. I'm really sad. On a scale of 1 to sad, I'm
well,
really
with
sad.
the way it went last game, like the invading team really got screwed over. Maybe they don't want to do that again. But looks like looks like Pantheon and Garen just don't care. They're going to try and maybe get in there, maybe scare some people.
Yeah, they're
Garen,
like the Bash Brothers is what I'm picturing them as.
Garen, they do need to be careful of it. If they get hit by a Dark Binding, Morgana is in that bush, and she could land a nice Dark Binding, and that'd be first blood just straight up.
I don't know if you're watching, but they're just spamming laugh.
They're just spamming their laugh. Just having a jolly good time. But I mean, this could, like, honestly, unknowingly make Singe stay bottom. Like, thinking that they're gonna, like, invade, and so he might lose a bunch of CS up top against
Soraka
Vladimir.
did throw a ward down, and they almost killed it, but they couldn't do it fast enough, so they did see them, and they are gonna back off. And so you're probably gonna see Singe at top.
Definitely, well, no, Singe is staying mid. Singe is gonna be mid.
Oh, he's gonna go mid against... Oh, that works out, though, because, that Talon would really hurt that Morgana.
Yeah, that's very true. And Singe can just be like, kind of like, if Talon goes in on Singe, like, it's like a trade, and Singe can easily, like, just keep chasing him. And so, I mean, it is a good idea.
But Vlad does counter Morgana. I mean, he can push the lane really strong, and, about level 9 is when Vlad completely just takes over this lane. He can constantly poke.
Well, that's where hopefully the ganks can come in, maybe take down Vlad. The jungler really's got to help out top a bit. And looks like Garen just sitting in this bush, zoning out the Corki. And looks like, yeah, there's the phosphorus bomb, revealing the position, getting some free damage onto the Garen. But, yeah, they're getting some constant poke out there. And Corki's already at half mana. Having to spam
Also,
so
one
much
thing to note
abilities.
is Fiora didn't start Wolves, so Miss Alistair is actually ahead of her in gold right now, and ahead of her in jungle time. So we might see an Alistair gank. Oh, and there is the first blood.
Pulling a freak
Did you miss
move.
that too?
Missing first blood. Yes, I did.
Where's the new spectator mode, man? We need to be able to rewind.
I know. I don't know if anyone's ever gonna do that though in a game. It's
Like,
gonna
hold
be
on, guys. I'm just
horrible.
gonna have to rewind for you.
And yeah, it looks like Singe is getting pushed a bit. He does need to get that levels, and he does toss him. But yeah, that's what happened. Looks like Frodock getting very low though. That minion
And
damage.
he did take a tower hit too, so.
Yeah. So
But
good.
he's still up in CS. It's 13, so what, 7? So, I mean, it's not that bad. And actually, I didn't realize the Singe started to claw 5, so they planned on him going mid.
They definitely planned on a very good decision actually too. In the long run, I think it's going to work out in the long run. Sin's going to become pretty tanky, and probably just like free push the lane against Talon.
And yeah, and it'll also give Morgana time to actually farm up her Zonias without, being constantly harassed.
I mean, I wouldn't.
So she'll be able to withstand that too.
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they like re-switch the lanes, send Singe back up. I don't know. See what they can do. And looks like they are going on. The exhaust
there's
goes
the
on to
exhaust.
Talon. Did he already blow his dash? I don't know. He still has his dash up, but he has nothing to dash to. And he is forced to flash out. I think Singe did ghost. So summoner for summoner. But I think flash very much more valuable than ghost.
Yeah, Singe is just only planning to use his ghost for offensive, really, and Talon needs that flash to stay alive right now. So it's going to be kind of scary for Talon. He's not going to be able to really lane well because now he has that tear of the jungler, and how she's just going to be sitting mid on him. So it'll be very interesting how he farms Will.
So it looks like bot did go back and buy. See what they did pick up. They both did pick up their own Doran's blades, so they're going to be doing a lot more damage onto this bot lane.
Yeah, they both have extra damage right now, and I mean that first blood, that's just gonna skyrocket. And look, they're not even planning on CSing. They're letting the lane push.
Oh, see, there it is, the jump, and then it does force Soraka to flash.
And there's a gank middle right now going on.
Alistar, can he get the knock-up? He does take the
and
knock-up,
there
but
is that
Talon
dog.
taking lots of minion damage, and definitely they can't continue. They both take 2 tower hits each, and that's going to be very huge. That might force Frodon to go back, as Fiora does look like she wants to get a gank on. Talon
she really
doesn't
wants to
have
kill on him
flash.
right now. She
And
did
here
turn
he
on her
comes.
speed
And he
boost
does
there
manage to
as
hit the
well.
slow. There's the dash, but again, not really that much
Oh, and
damage
he's gonna
coming
get
out
the
onto
kill.
Sin.
He's gonna get the kill.
He does
Oh my
pick
God,
up
he
the
got the
kill,
kill.
but Talon, I mean, that definitely goes in the favor of Fiora and Sins, as Fiora's going to be able to farm the lane, and then Talon's going to lose a lot of farm. He's going to lose maybe a couple waves mid. And looks like they are jumping onto Soraka at bottom. Garen was exhausted. Here comes the flash from the Pantheon. He does pick up the kill.
This
Turning
lane
on.
is so scary. This bottom lane is just so scary.
I
right
love
now.
seeing the kill lanes, though. Definitely a break from
And
AD.
I love what they're doing. They're not even trying to last hit until they clearly push them out because they don't want to push the wave.
That's right. They
So-
just have to stay barely ahead. They don't have to CS greater than they do. They're getting kills, so they're already ahead. So they don't really need the CS that much as the AD does right now.
And also, this Vlad versus Morgana top, it's 23 CS to 28. Morgana is winning right now, but Morgana also did back, so
Well,
Vlad hasn't backed yet.
Once Vlad gets his revolver, it'll be a lot easier for Vlad to really push her out of that lane, because that's kind of usually the problems with Vlad early, is that once they get that revolver, it's just they're really strong in lane. That lane.
Yeah, he might not even need a Woda this game. I probably wouldn't even rush a Woda this game. I'd just probably get that revolver and start building kind of my main AP items, since it feels... I don't know, I don't feel like his team...
Here you go, bot again. They're jumping on. Does manage to land the stun, but he does manage to Valkyrie right before it. And it looks like Fiora is going to pick up her red now. Maybe a little bit later than usual, but...
Yeah, and the purple team also threw a pink ward down really early in that bush. They're really scared.
Very unfortunate use of the pink ward. Definitely usually want to get that on Dragon.
Alistair looks like he's going to gank mid right now.
It looks like he is coming. Looks like he is
Oh,
slow.
he
He does
the
manage.
perfect headbutt. That was a
Superstar is
perfect
getting
headbutt.
very damaged, but all their burst is already done. I do not think they can pick up the kill. And no, they will not pick up the kill. They will force him to back though, but no, maybe not. It looks like he will stay. His ult, he will be level 6 soon. He does hit level 6. Will he just ult for health? No, it looks like he will just go back. And it looks like Garen and Pantheon also went back, picking up another Dorian's Blade H, and Pantheon actually picking up a Fortitude Elixir. Definitely going to try and maybe bait that out.
I think he just got it for more damage. Or for more health, I mean.
Well, I mean, like you can use it, and don't you get the instant health, right?
Yeah, you get the instant 250 health too.
So I mean,
Yeah,
it usually can bait people too. A lot of people like to use it to bait, and looks like Alistar is ganking mid. Talon's very too low though to try and do any damage, and
bot lane
so
is actually going on Soraka right now, and they end up
they
killing
managed
her.
to take down Soraka, and Corki gets very low too. And so this bot lane is just too like it's so hard to win, like farm for Corki. Corki's going to be so behind in the by the end of this game, and I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from it. Like
I think
if
Singe
this
is gonna
continues.
dive. Oh, I guess not. Actually, the Alistair does go in, and
It
it
looks
looks
like
like they are
Fiora
gonna
does
go.
get jumped on. Up top,
And that is
Singe
if,
does use his Ghost and ulti. Does miss the slow. It looks like he will just turn onto this Alistar. He really wants this Talon. There's the exhaust
yeah,
onto Alistar. We'll be able to flip him again. His flip will be up in just a second. No, he will not dive it. Not
you
with
know, this
Talon there.
Talon right now has red buff, and he's just gonna be a tear. But the Morgana is actually stealing their blue buff right now, and she might be able to take this because Alistair's at Wolves.
Looks like
This
Vladimir
is
is coming. This is going to be
oh
so
my god,
close,
just
and
sold
they're
it.
just going to walk right by it. And
And
wow.
I mean, next blue is gonna be around 1345, but that blue team is really hurt because Talon is really mana reliant. Like, I would probably. He doesn't know though, but I would pick up a Felis stone if I knew that.
Looks like they did lane swap. Vladimir did head mid. Yeah, looks like Talon is heading up top. Will Singe just react immediately? No, he will not. He looks like he's just going to ward. Can he deal with this, though? Can Singe
I
deal
mean,
with
Morgana
Vlad?
has no armor items. I mean, she might have to back and pick up like a Ninja Tabby or something because yeah, they are gonna switch. They are gonna switch right now. Morgana is heading mid. She does not want to go up against that Talon.
And she does have blue buff, so she will be able to push pretty well against
Actually, it
Vladimir.
looks like they're gonna gank mid lane right now.
I do not think they'll be able to do anything, though. He does have his pool up. And yeah, he pulls early.
Oh no.
That was
Oh.
too early of a
And there's the
pool.
ult by Morgana.
And Vladimir does ulti in turn, but the black shield is up. That was too early of an ult from of a pool from Vladimir.
Yeah, he pulled while he still had minions to cover, and there goes another kill bot lane. I mean, if there's one positive thing right now for blue team, other than they have 7 kills, it's mostly because of bot lane. It may look like there's a huge lead, but again, it's really all because of
Fiora
bot
is
lane.
coming. I do not know what she thinks she can do. She is just going to get insta-bursted.
And Pantheon got blue buff. Oh my gosh. They just want to make things hard for this bot lane right now. Fiora gave Pantheon blue buff pretty much. He said, here you go, Pantheon, take blue buff so you can spear like all my champions.
And just look at the levels right now. It's like they're level 7 and Corki's level 4.
Oh god. This is not good. They could have dove him right there.
Looks like they might want to.
Yeah,
There they go. They're dive on him. The Vest Valkyrie just out of tower range. So they're just going to get a bunch of free damage. And does Garen have his ult up? And yeah, he does.
Did you see the damage his spin to win did?
Doesn't it just
Garen's
his
spin
armor,
just did so much damage on Corki. And here we go. You do see them actually trying to gank this Singe right now. But
Singe is so hard to gank. I'm surprised he didn't turn on his poison, trying to get some free damage onto them. But yeah, it looks like Morgana went back to top lane. Oh, they did try and lane switch again. Okay. And there's the flip. Just lots of free damage going out onto Talon. What does Singe have? He's getting pretty tanky.
also, this Morgana is 2 levels above the Vladimir right now.
It could be because of the lane switches. Lane switches weren't like that great from their team.
Also, she did get a kill on Vladimir, remember?
She did get a kill on Vladimir, that's right. Vladimir did miss a couple waves. And look at Pantheon and Garen just like pushing past towers. Just doing...
They're level 8 while this Corki's level 5.
Looks like Corki wants to jump on this. Not doing any damage at all.
Oh my gosh, that damage.
Here-
I wonder if we're going to see...
Singe is coming down to gank. Can he get a kill? He does
He
manage to
does
land the
so.
slow on both of them, and so he is doing lots of damage to everybody with
I
that
don't
poison,
think
but he is going to
expected
get...
do that much damage.
He does get ignited.
Garen has his ult right now, though, but they do pick up the kill.
Oh, looks maybe Corki might be able to pick up the kill onto... No, he will live with just 24 health.
Well, you know what? I want to give a lot of props to Matza throwing that stun out and just saving his life. And Vladimir does die top lane, so... I mean, that Morgana's just snowballing now. That kill on middle on Vladimir really hurt him. He was about even, and now he's just getting out far. Like, look at their CS difference. She's 40 CS above him, along with 3 kills.
He doesn't even have his revolver. He needs his revolver, and then he might be able to do some more in lane, but he needs that revolver really badly.
Yeah, Morgana's Tormented Soil is just going to push the lane on him now, and since he has no revolver, he can't really spam his E because he'll lose too much health.
purple team needs to do here is try and like push lanes. Maybe get a tower. They need to get dragon. They really need this dragon. Dragon can turn around this game for them right now. Definitely bring
I
the
don't know
pull.
if they can win a dragon fight though because bot lane is so strong. I mean, look at bot lane. Do you see their items?
Oh, I know, but like if they can like push lane, like make them like choose between like fighting a dragon and losing their tower, then they can maybe like get a dragon for free at least.
Yeah, the problem with right now is that you have Garen with triple Dorans and a Brutalizer, and then you have Pantheon with triple Dorans and a pickaxe. I mean, that is a lot of AD. You can't fight against them. You have to stack armor, and right now the only person with armor is Morgana. So,
And it looks like a gank did go down on top. I mean on mid, and he did no damage to them. He must have been pretty low.
yeah, he probably took a lot of harass from Foden.
And again, Pantheon and Garen just pushing the lane, denying, and trying to get as much CS as they can, letting that tower fall to minions.
They are denying him a lot of CS, and this Corki's down a lot of gold. Corki right now has only 2k total gold, while you have Garen and Pantheon with 4k, so, I mean, I don't know. This is really tough. I mean, Corki has to freeze the lane right now. He has no choice.
Definitely has to. He needs to try and catch up in like some gold a little bit. Here comes the Pantheon onto Fiora. Will be able to land it.
And
No,
you see
yes,
Garen
they
coming
do.
in mid too, and oh man, she's dead. This could be a dragon.
Definitely
you do
could
see
be.
Singe throw is slow and an exhaust thrown down.
On to
And
Mesa.
the
There's the
Morgana.
ult from Morgana. Will she be able to tick on? She does not do enough damage onto anybody, and he will definitely go down from the rake. And looks like they're turning on to Singe. Singe does get ignited. He's not going to get healed as much from result, and he will go down also.
It does look like the Fiora just rage quit. That kind of stinks.
Did he? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like sorry Fiora left.
Well, that is very unfortunate.
I think she is very angry. I don't know. But, I mean, this Morgana totally outplayed top. In that team fight, Morgana didn't have her Zonias, and that really hurt her if you saw how she just took so much damage. Yeah, I can't believe she rage quit.
I can't
It's
either.
a custom, man. You gotta play.
I didn't
Can't
like
stand-
that. If I didn't like losing too much. I haven't been looking at chat. I'm gonna look at it. See, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Pantheon and Welding have been talking some smack. Fun smack, but I've been talking a little trash.
Yeah, he just messaged me saying that he blamed everybody on his team. Saying he didn't want to play with feeders, but oh well. Oh well.
But no one really fed except bot, and that's just a hard lane. I mean, you have a silence, a stun, and then the amount of physical damage that comes with it. It's just really hard to counter it.
It's an 11-0
I think
lane
the
right now.
only AD who would have done better would probably be Graves. Just because he has that innate tankiness.
Really? Are you sure? Well, I mean, Graves has such a short attack distance that it would be kind of hard to farm.
So does Corki. I mean, maybe can't. But the whole point is like once they jump on you, you can't do anything.
I think Caitlyn might have been a better pick. You got the traps. You got the long distance farming range. Then a slow. Looks like a Talon jumping on Morgana. Looks like he might regret this as he gets stunned and ignited. But the invisibility from Talon just so huge right there. Definitely getting him out of that tormented soil in time before that ticks down.
That snipe from Morgana! Did you see that?
No, I looked away right as she
Talon
tried.
was backing in the brush and Morgana just walked up and threw a Q.
Wow.
That dark binding, man. Really strong. But it does look like blue team is going to get a free dragon. I mean, this game's pretty much over. We're just going to fill up the rest of the cast because we got 4 minutes. So.
Yeah, we can end it at 17 minutes. Because
Alright.
pretty much it's like they're 3 minutes ahead of us.
That's true.
Actually, we can probably end it now. So
Alright,
I'm just
so
gonna
we'll
back
end
out of the
ca-
game since this game's pretty much over.
Blue team did end up winning. It was a fun game.
Fun.